How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to do an oil change on my S2000. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do it on this car, and we're going to get everything sorted out in just a second. So before we even get started, I'm going to go ahead and jack the car, put it on jack stands first, make sure it's secure, and then we're going to get started. Catch you in a sec. Okay, so we got the car on jack stands. We got it all 4 jack stands in the car because we want to get it nice and even. The first thing you're going to want to do is you want to loosen the oil cap right here. So you can see it's already loosened up. Remove it so you can not have any more pressure up there, so that when the oil drains it comes out nice and even. And we'll just leave it here for this on the side for now. For this, it's very simple. All you need is a 17mm wrench to remove the 17mm bolt and a funnel. That's all you're going to need. And down here we have our oil. We're using the Motul 10-way 40 for this, and we have a brand new filter. Okay, so right here underneath the car, you can see where Mark has his hand at. The wrench is already attached to the 17mm drain bolt. So we're just gonna loosen it up real quick, and then you gotta be really careful to have your oil pan ready. But we're gonna just crack torque on it right now first. Oil's about to come out. Catch it with the pan. Watch your hand, watch your hand. That's it.
There's all this in here.
Let it just drain out. You can just pass me that. Very cool. I gotta change this out right now. Alright, just gotta let it sit there for a bit and then let it drain out. So this is where the oil filter is gonna be on the S2000. So we're gonna get a little closer to show you where it's at. It's actually right here, right next to the header. You can see it's really easily accessible to anybody. Below we have the oil pan with all the oil dripping still, so it's gonna catch it. Don't have to worry about a big spill. It falls perfectly wherever you need to get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open, and then we're gonna take this old filter out and put it with a new one. There you go. So you just gotta be really careful. There's extra oil in the filter, so start dripping, don't worry about it. Just let it fall off. But keep a good grip on the oil filter because it will fall down and splash everywhere if you don't. So just be really careful. Take it out slowly. Alright, here it comes. There it is. So right here you have the side-by-side between the old filter and the new filter. So the old filter looks just like this. New filter is obviously like this. What you're going to want to do before you put the new filter back on is you want to get some oil in your finger and put it on the seal here. You can get some old oil, or you can put the new oil. It doesn't really matter. You just get the old oil and just run it in on the seal. Gives it a better seal and makes it a lot easier to take out when you're taking the filter out later. Alright, so it should be good. As you can see, it's nice and oiled up. I'm gonna put this away. Let's put the new one in. Just be really careful when putting it in. You gotta kind of like get it way around here. And you can see the same spot. Line it up, and there we go. It doesn't have to be torqued down to a specific spec per se. Like, just get it hand tight where you feel like it's gonna be on there pretty snug, and that should be it. So for this one, we got the 17mm drain plug, and we put a new washer back in. I'm gonna go ahead and install it back in. You guys, it's the same thing as we just did. It's just the reverse. So I'm gonna put this back on, tighten it back up, and I'm gonna fill the oil in just a sec. One of my favorite things about using the Motul is you have this spout here, so it makes it a lot easier. I mean, you don't really need the funnel per se, but I'm gonna use it for this situation. All you gotta really do is just make sure that the bottom bolt is screwed in, and we're gonna put the oil right now. The very last thing you're going to need to do after you change your oil and oil filter is reset the oil life on the trip computer here. So what you're going to need to do is press and hold the trip button over here for about 10 seconds. In just a second you should see it start blinking. There it is. Go ahead and let go. You're going to press it one more time and hold it in. There it is. So now that you reset it, you just want to make sure that it's completely reset. So in order for you to do that, you can see we're on trip A right now. Go ahead and press trip again. Go to trip B, press it one more time, take you right back to the oil life. Now go back to where it says trip A, press and hold trip again, and it'll clear it. So you can have about an estimate about when's the next time you want to change your oil. I usually change it around anywhere between 3,000 or 5,000 depending on how aggressive I drive the car. Obviously if you drive it aggressively on the track, you want to change it a lot sooner than later. That about does it for the oil change. As you can see, it was very easy to do. Just a couple of notes before you forget. You might want to go ahead and check to make sure that everything's buttoned up. So you got to check to see if the drain bowl is nice and tightened down. Make sure your oil filter is tightened up properly. The oil filler cap back on, a lot of people forget that. So once you get everything back in place, just go ahead and drop the car and you should be good to go. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you guys haven't done the subscription yet, please go ahead and do so. It helps my channel out. And I will see you guys in the next video.